Today's video is going to be very serious. I was bullied. It was terrible. You see a lot of kids going through bullying these days, and it always ends with the kid either committing suicide, harming others, or just being a really messed up, hurt person. And sometimes they overcome. This is a message of hope for people out there who are suffering through bullying right now. When I was in grade 3, I was bullied by this kid named Terrence, and I don't know why he didn't like me, but he would beat me up every day. I was the kind of kid who I would never hurt somebody, would never retaliate. I was just, I don't know, I was one of those kids who just didn't think there was any reason to fight people. I would be peeing, and he would pull me away from the peeing stool thing and make me pee all over the floor, stuff like that. It got really bad. My grandma told me about Jesus and how Jesus will protect you. Yay! I go to school one day and I say to him, "You cannot hurt me anymore because I have Jesus and he protects me." He hits me right in the face. Right in the face. I was like, oh, okay. Jesus is invisible. What happened was I ended up leaving school and I went to another school, and it was fine at first until I met this kid named Mark, who just decided he didn't like me. He was grade 4 by then, and yeah, he started being like, "Oh, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay," and I didn't know what gay meant. I didn't even know what a gay person was. No idea. In the dictionary it says gay means happy, so that's what I thought it was. But as a 9-year-old kid, I'm like, isn't everybody? Yeah. And so he took this now and ran with it and told the whole entire grade 4 class, and from then on, they just made fun of me every single day. They used to push me downstairs or try. They never actually did, because I would fight them. Some of the cool guys would come and they would fake ask me out, and I would be very annoyed all the time, but I just thought, like, I don't want any problems, I'm just gonna say nothing. And so I let them bully me. My mom used to dress me like I was from 1980 in the 1990s, so I had, acid wash jeans on, and big thick stripe colored shirts with like the big white collar on them. It sounds cool now, but then it wasn't, because it was like baggy jeans, chains and stuff back then. That's how cool it was. So it wasn't a fashion. As soon as I complained, she got me new clothes. I remember in the change room in gym, they would make comments. "Hey, Jeremy, my sister has that shirt. It looks better on her." So I eventually stopped changing in gym. I mean, of course, as a kid, I had the same thoughts as I'm sure a lot of people do. I felt hated. I felt like no one liked me. I felt picked on. I felt sad. I cried every day. And I remember even feeling a little bit suicidal. I had broken up my CD case, cut myself with it. But I didn't, because I was like, I can't do this. This is too scary. I can't. So I didn't. The way that I would cope with it, pretend that I was having a normal life with normal kids who were nice to me through my action figures. And this is how I coped with it the whole way through junior high. I played action figures, and I made myself the cool person through that in my mind. I remember there was this one kid, Ryan, and he comes up to me and he says, "I actually think you're cool. We should hang out. Let's go, just chill." Well, in grade 4, I was pretty much friendless, and I was like, yes, let's go. So we went and we hung out, and we were skipping stones and stuff like that. And he says, "You should take off your shoes. It's better when you take your shoes off to skip stones." So I said, okay, took my shoes off, my nice Nikes. And he picked them up and he threw them in the water. I was so mad. Those are my Nikes. I walked home barefoot. The point of this video is, I want everybody to know that you're important. You're beautiful. You're smart. Life is not always going to be this way. You're not always going to be bullied. High school, junior high, people are stupid. You know what I mean? You just got to hold your head up, and you got to just get through it. Because you're important, and the world, needs you. You were born for a reason. You impact this world for some way, some reason. You were meant to be here. So you just got to get through it. Talk to a counselor. Talk to your parents. Talk to somebody. You know what I mean? Do what you need to do, but don't don't take yourself out of the equation. Don't hurt anybody else. Just get through it. Because junior high and high school is just that. It's when it's over, people have to live in the real world, and you can't act like that in the real world. I would pray daily that my life would change, that I would be the cool one. And it wasn't until grade 7. We had a talent show. I joined it, and I sang As Long As You Love Me. All the loneliness has always been a friend of mine. Thinking about it now, that song had so much to do with my life at that time. It was a perfect song to sing. The lyrics are just telling my story. Anyway, it was cool back then. So, the most popular girl in school, her name was Dana Memrick. Blonde, beautiful. Everyone loved her. She comes up on stage. She gives me a kiss on the cheek. Takes her microphone and says, "That was awesome, Jeremy Jones." Suddenly, overnight, my popularity boosted. It was my last year of junior high, and we were going to go to high school the next year. And after she kissed me, everybody was like, "You're so cool. Dana Memrick thinks you're cool, so you're cool. Let's hang out." And by then I was like, I don't want to hang out with you people. You've been torturing me my whole entire life. My life got much easier. Less people hated me and liked me. But it was like, by then I was like, I didn't like them. I just didn't want to be near them. I didn't trust them. I didn't want anything to do with them. I wanted to get the hell out of junior high and get to high school and forget if these people ever existed. There was a sister school, and it was really close to our area, and everybody from my school was going there. And now that I was kind of cool, everyone was like, "Jeremy, you gotta come to the new school. It'll be just like this school, but we'll be at a new school. We'll be together forever." I remember being like, "Together forever? I don't think so. I could not deal with you. No." And of course, there were people who just hated me and couldn't stand the fact that people actually were being nice to me now. And they just kept trying to make my life a living hell. And then I started to retaliate by becoming violent. I started beating people up. I started yelling at people in hallways. I started breaking people's noses. This one kid, Justin, he came up to me, I was reading a comic book, Spider-Man, and he ripped it in half. I lost it, I broke his nose, right there. And then everyone was like, "Whoa, this guy's serious, don't mess, he will cut you." And I was happy. I was like, damn right. Since I saw how violence worked for me, I just kept using it. I just kept, people mess with me, I just screwed them up, just beat the crap out of them. I didn't care. I was in the principal's office like every day in the last year of school. Violence is never the answer. It was the wrong thing to do, but it felt right. This message is not becoming positive. I want it to be positive. So everyone was on me. "You gotta come to the new school. You gotta come to the school. We can be together forever." And I was like, no, 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 no. But I told them yes, because I didn't want them to think that I was going to another school and then they would follow me, trying to be like, "We're friends." So I said, yeah, I'll go to the other school. And there was another school yet. It was really far away, and it was like 2 buses to get there. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to take the 2 bus ride. I'll go. When I got to high school, I just didn't care. I just didn't care. People thought I was... People liked me. There was a bunch of people that I never had met before, you know? And there was like a group full of people, a tiny bit, who had come to the far school, which I thought they weren't. And I was so mad when I saw them. But anyways, they were still getting their grade 8 hate on, but everybody else who I didn't know in grade 9 thought it was cool. So they were trying to hate on me, and everyone was showing me love. So I was like, well, I care about you. Go away. Normal. I was a normal person. I was there. I wasn't invisible. I was somebody people knew, but I wasn't popular. I went to a small town called Cambridge in Ontario. I was the only black kid in the school. There was 2 others. Everybody instantly liked me. I was extremely popular. Everybody knew me, and it was awesome. The tables had turned. I was living the dream, and I made sure never to squash anybody while I was there. Everybody that I had known previously who was popular, they were mean people. They made fun of people. They bugged people. They hurt people. They made people have issues. And I was like, I'm never going to do that. It caused a problem in the popular group there. People were saying, "You can't talk to these people. Like, what are you doing? We have like a thing. You cannot be talking to these people." You know what I said? I said this: I'm going to talk to whoever I want to talk to, whenever I want to talk to. I don't care what they look like. I don't care what sexuality they are. I'm talking to whoever I want to talk to. The point is, life goes on and it gets better. Bullying is wrong, and no one should have to deal with it. No one. Fat, skinny, short, tall, gay, straight. I love everybody, and I would never treat anybody badly based on what they look like or what they wear. When I dislike somebody, it's because they have a shitty personality, not because of what color skin they have or who they choose to date. You know, like, why date a girl? She can't just be, oh, she's hot. No, she's gotta have a good personality. She's gotta be a good person. She's gotta have a heart of gold. Because if she doesn't, I don't want anything to do with her. I don't want to date a girl just because she's hot. She needs to be a good person. Anyway, for those of you who are being bullied, I am so sorry you have to go through this. But please talk to somebody. Let them know what's going on. Because you need to figure yourself out. You need to figure out what's going on. You need to figure out a better situation for yourself. You need to switch schools or something. I don't know. You just need to figure something out. And I'm sorry if this message is not seeming positive.